Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face while you're sleeping. Call me crazy, but how cool would it be to live in a house inspired by your favorite childhood cartoon? That would be incredible. There are a handful of people who made their childhood dreams into reality by making these homes. Today, we'll look at 10 real houses inspired by cartoons. Number 10. The Simpsons. In 1997, the building company Kaufman and Broad thoroughly went over 100 episodes of reference material to create as accurate a replica of the Simpsons' 742 Evergreen Terrace home as possible. It was built in Henderson, Nevada, and the house stood out even after it lost its original Simpsons-based color scheme, graffiti by Matt Groening, and custom furniture. Tourists can easily pick it out as being the only one in the neighborhood with a chimney and a shingled roof, rather than the Spanish tiles that top the other houses in the area. Unfortunately for Simpsons fans, the house was repainted to boring normal house colors, and the custom furnishings and decorations were auctioned off. As the house was built for a contest, the winner refused ownership of the home in favor of a cash prize. But for a few glorious weeks, it was open to the public.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Number 9. The Flintstones house. When Dick Clark passed away in 2012, around that time, a house appeared on the market that was practically a page right out of history. It was designed as a rock formation to blend in with the mountains of the close-by national park. This Malibu home carries all the primitive, round, rock-hewn aesthetics of homes presented in the Flintstones, but with a modern twist. It's an incredible place with a breathtaking view, and if you're the kind of person that has around $3 million lying around for a one-bedroom house, this could be a perfect fit. However, this is not the only place that drew inspiration from the Flintstones. There's a real, rock-carved home in Portugal, which has become a popular tourist attraction due to its cartoonish look. Sadly, all the attention has also drawn in burglars, which has led the house's owners to increase its security with a steel door and bulletproof windows. Number 8. The Barbie Dream House. There really isn't something more extra than a full-size Barbie dream house. In Berlin, Germany, there is present an enormous 25,000 square foot, life-size replica of Barbie's dream house that is so luxurious it even has pink dolphins swimming in the toilets. It would seem that Germans have some crazy ideas about what lavish is supposed to be. Computer terminals across the house allow visitors to bake virtual cupcakes and other activities. There is even an indoor salon and wardrobes present to try on fashionable clothes, and a giant pink piano is available to play. Besides this replica, in Sawgrass Mill in Sunrise, Florida, they have a smaller but just as impressive 10,000 square foot real-life Barbie house that you can visit. Visitors can get a glam-up Barbie-style makeover experience from staff, explore life-size versions of classic Barbie rooms and furniture, play with loads of interactive features, and see countless displays of dolls. Both versions have a collectible commemorative Barbie, because we all know fans can't resist buying the same old doll with one cool new feature time and time again. Number 7. A Jetsons-inspired home. While the Jetsons itself takes place within the distant future, which by now is just a few decades from now, its general aesthetic is pretty much set in late 1950s, early 1960s futurism. As documented by Smithsonian Magazine, the work of Brazilian architect Oscar Niemeyer and former Frank Lloyd Wright apprentice John Lautner were huge influences on the creative process of the Jetsons. The sweeping curves, sloping roofs, and walls of glass and steel that make every building look like a spaceship are all hallmarks of a method called Googie that was popular during the time of the Jetsons' development. The interiors usually resemble those of Charles Schride's futuristic Motorola ads of the time. If you're more curious about finding a home of your own with this style, instead of obsessing out on fantasy or industrial architecture, there is a 1998 Jetsons-like home designed by by architect Bing Hu in Scottsdale, Arizona, which sold for $2.1 million in May 2017. Number 6. The Up House. A team from National Geographic's How Hard Could It Be series entirely disregarded the idea of common sense that would probably deter a person from an impossible idea. They decided to turn the house from the Pixar movie Up into reality. They tied 300 8-foot diameter balloons to a 16-foot by 16-foot lightweight house and managed to steer its direction with people inside for a flight. The stunt set a record for the largest balloon cluster flight ever attempted. There's also the Edith Macefield House in Seattle, now a local landmark. The odd little home and its stubborn elderly owner refused to move as taller, more modern buildings were gradually built around it. While Pixar claims the house in the film wasn't directly inspired by any real-life home, it bears an uncanny resemblance, and locals have been calling it the Up House ever since the film's release. Visitors frequently tie balloons to the fence in the movie's honor. Whether it's an inspiration or not, the house has still managed to capture the imagination of countless visitors. Number 5. A Snow White Cottage. The houses in the film Snow White were most likely inspired by the early 1930s homes in Los Feliz, California, considering the fact that they were located a few blocks away from Disney's original animation studio. They were built during a period of time when storybook-style homes were all the rage. The purposefully run-down-looking houses proved difficult to insure by later owners. The houses are still available to rent, however. On the opposite end of the West Coast, tucked away in Olalla, Washington, is a quirky fairy tale bungalow. It was a continuous construction project from the 1970s until it was sold to its current owner in 2005. The interior is exactly what you'd expect from the outside. Round doors, a treehouse, plaster icicles in the kitchen, and a fireplace in every bedroom makes the layout cozy, but also a little confusing. The perfect end to its fairy tale feel is that you can only enter the kitchen through a hollow tree trunk. Nothing is built to standard size and shape, and there's not a square corner in the place. Number 4. Hello Kitty House. Hello Kitty is a very well-loved figure all over the world. It was designed by a Japanese company called Sanrio and is a staple in the media and has an apparently never-ending supply of merchandise on everything from toothbrushes to full-size homes. In Shanghai, China, there is a whole house built to please the most crazed Hello Kitty fans. The home is bursting with pink and Hello Kitty decor, both inside and outside. Inside, you can find each room adorably designed with pastries, bows, and the precious waving third-grade cat. Everything from the towels to the bed sheets has Hello Kitty printed on them. Number 3. Star Wars Mansion. Weirdly enough, the house that is designed to look like the Millennium Falcon isn't situated in the city. It is located in the middle of the tropical rainforest in far north Queensland. The mansion was bid off a few years ago and garnered a price of more than $1 million. The house is surrounded by more than 70 acres of rainforest. Even though the original Star Wars isn't a cartoon, it's common knowledge that the franchise has spawned many duplicates, and a great deal are animated. The manor rises up from a pool of water, and from whichever angle you look at it, you can tell it was inspired by the iconic space opera. And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by one of our subscribers, so if you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it on over to us. We might even feature it on a future video. Number 2. The picture above shows the similarity between the iconic pineapple house from SpongeBob in the cartoon and in real life. Whilst it's true that it's neither a real pineapple nor on the ocean floor, this giant structure can be found in Australia. However, the pineapple structure is more of a sculpture and less of a home you can actually live in. If that upsets you, then you'll be pleased to know that there is still a habitable version out there, and that is the real-life Pineapple Hotel located in the Dominican Republic. Nickelodeon and Nick Resort Punta Cana created this villa. The interior furnishings are incredibly similar to those in the show, but don't get too excited. It's not exactly cheap to stay there. Only true SpongeBob lovers that have around $3,800 per night will be able to enjoy the feel of living in a pure SpongeBob world. Number 1. Snoopy's Doghouse. This one, sadly, doesn't let you inside, but there is an incredibly large replica of Snoopy's legendary red doghouse that is utilized as an information booth at the Charles Schulz Peanuts Museum in Santa Rosa, California. The Charles Schulz Museum also contains another, slightly more unknown replication of the house. Environmental artist Christo and Jean-Claude created a real-life replica of the wrapped Snoopy doghouse that appeared in a 1978 Peanuts comic strip as a tribute to their artwork. And that concludes our list of the 10 real houses inspired by cartoons. Let us know in the comment section below which one of these you would totally love to live in. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon.